Yo, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to get more headshots easier in Black Ops 4. People always asked me how I get diamond camo so fast, how I get so many headshots. As of right now, making this video, I'm like 6 guns away from dark matter. I feel like I should have it already. I kind of been slacking and opting to take naps instead of grinding out Black Ops 4. I've been playing way too much Blackout as well. But you'll see the headshot gameplay in the background. I have some links in the cards and descriptions, some crazy headshot gameplays I did in the past, just so you know, I kind of know what I'm talking about. But I've always been reluctant to kind of like give tips on how to get more headshots and do this type of video, because to be honest, to get headshots, it's as simple as aiming at the head. That's what I've always said in the past when people ask me. But I've decided I will share some strategies with you, share some tips, kind of walk you through my mindset when I'm going for headshots, and just a lot of things that should come together and make it easier for you to get headshots in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So we're going to be going in order of importance. I weigh fundamentals way higher than using gear. Like one suggestion I'm going to talk about later is using the Profit Specialist. That's going to be way later in the video, because I feel like the fundamentals are more important. Once you get those things down, you don't even need crutch gear like that, and all these fundamentals will carry cross game, cross Call of Duties. So first tip I have for you, first things first, it's more important than any attachment, equipment, game mode, etc., is you have to have the right mentality if you're going to be going for headshots and you want to get them as quickly as possible. If that's the case, all you should be trying to do is get headshots. You should always be trying to aim at the head and only the head. You're not getting any body shots. You're not caring about your KD. That's a big thing. I know a lot of people care about their KD and they're trying to get headshots or trying to do challenges, and that's just slowing you down tremendously. Every gunfight you get into, the first thought you should be is aim at the head. That's my mentality when I'm going for headshots. That's how I rack them up so quickly, and I get, you know, the 100 headshots required for each weapon in like an hour or two of playing Black Ops 4. I don't care if I die. I don't care if we lose the game. I don't care if I go 1 in 20 because I got my one headshot. You know, all I care about is getting that headshot. If you can get into that mindset, you're going to be much better and much farther ahead than any other people trying to get headshots. The mentality is a big thing. You got to commit. That's the big thing. That's the word right there. That's the word I was looking for. You got to commit to the headshot. Don't be trying to do other things. Tip number 2 is to play hardcore game modes. For headshots, hardcore has always been a go-to, but not really a necessity. In past games, I like to play hardcore for some of the guns it was harder to get headshots with, like the pistols or high recoil guns, for example, like the Spitfire in this game. That's because in hardcore, most of the guns are one-shot kills to the head, and you fly through headshots much faster. And hardcore has always been a recommendation, but in Black Ops 4, I want to say hardcore is a must play if you want to move fast through these headshots, and there's many factors going into that. Black Ops 4 just isn't as cut and dry as earlier Call of Duties. For one, they changed the health. They increased the health of each of the players, which means it takes more bullets to kill people. For example, in core game modes, SMGs take anywhere from 6 to 9 shots to kill, and in hardcore, SMGs sometimes take 2 shots to the head to kill someone, and all that just makes for you to have better aim and to track your target much longer than you would need to in previous Call of Duties, and much longer than you need to playing core game modes compared to hardcore. And even both in core and hardcore, you got operator mods in this game that are messing with you. You got things like the TAC 5 boost messing up your gunfights. You'll be one shot away from getting the headshot kill, and then you get a TAC boost and they have full health, and then they'll kill you. I found people stealing my kills much more in this game when I need like one more shot to the head to get the kill in core, which is super frustrating. I don't know if it's because of the time to kill in this game. It takes a little bit longer, if there's more team shot emphasis in the game, but I just find people stealing my stuff in core so much. So in Black Ops 4, I've almost only been playing hardcore, and I highly recommend you do it too. It's much easier to get the headshots. You fly through them faster. The key to hardcore is just making sure you get that first shot off first, and making sure that first shot is to the head. Tip number 3 is to pre-aim and to aim at the head level at the start of every gunfight. Pretty straightforward stuff. You get headshots much quicker when you're already aiming at the head level. You know, if you're pre-aiming Aiming at the head level, if someone walks right in front of you, all I have to do is pull the trigger and you insta-delete them in hardcore. If you find yourself aiming at chest level or towards the ground at the start of gunfights, try to get in the habit of starting to aim at the head level and you'll be flying through things much faster. Tip number 4, which is my last kind of fundamental tip, is to utilize positioning and try to flank enemies. If you can get behind or to the sides of enemies where they can't see you or they have to turn to shoot back at you, and if you're in hardcore, if you're already shooting at them, they're probably already dead, so they can't turn, and it pretty much just guarantees that headshot if you get that shot off first. Compared to shooting straight on at someone, you know, when you're facing each other and shooting at them, you gotta kind of fight the recoil and fight the flinch to try to get the headshot. If you can just like get behind people's spawns, get to their sides, you pretty much get free headshots. Tip number 5, use a reticle, guys. It makes things a lot easier. There's a dot, all I have to do is put the dot on the head, and it makes it easier to kill. It's pretty straightforward. Tip number 6 is we're gonna talk about some equipment and some specialists and things you want to use. So Prophet, like I mentioned earlier in the video, Prophet is like the go-to specialist for headshots because all his abilities will stun enemies and makes it easier to get the headshot. He has the seeker equipment, which is a little drone. It's like those little like scooter 2-wheel leany thingy-majiggers. It'll go up and it'll shock an enemy for like 5 seconds almost about, and they can't really do anything. They can shoot at you, but if you can just run to the side, you get a free headshot right there. His Tempest will stun an enemy a little bit and then kill them in hardcore, but in core it takes 2 shots to kill someone with the Tempest. You get 1 shot off on them, they get stunned, they go in the ground, they're kind of like in the down position like in Blackout, and once you do that or you down a couple enemies, you can actually take out your primary weapon or your secondary weapon, whatever you're trying to get headshots with, and just shoot the people in the head while they're stunned on the ground and can't do anything. So Tempest is like super awesome for getting headshots. I'll also recommend that you use Recon because of his vision pulse. Lets you see enemies through walls. You can pre-aim and line up the headshot and just kill them instantly. And I also recommend you use Ajax for his 9-bang. You get that thing up pretty often. You just charge it up, throw it at people. They can't move, they can't see, and you can just line up an easy headshot. And you actually can do that with a concussion grenade. If you use the concussion grenade equipment, same thing kind of with Ajax's 9-bang, it's just not as powerful. And I also will highly recommend that you use the equipment charge gear. This is the gear, it's like the body armor, the stim shot, it's in that area. Equipment charge lets you charge your specialist weapons and normal equipment faster. So if you're using Prophet, you'll get that Seeker Mine a lot faster, which means you can use it a lot more in games and get more headshots with it. As for attachments, you'll want to use, again, the reticle, red dot sight, recon sight, whatever it is. But grip is a great attachment, especially if there's grip 2, like on the ICR GKS. It reduces your recoil, so it makes it easier to spray down at range, although I don't recommend you spray if you're trying to get headshots, burst fire weapons, a lot more accuracy. But it'll make your gun more accurate overall. High caliber will increase your headshot damage, and it will reduce the shots to kill on certain weapons, so that will make getting headshots easier. And then also, the stock attachment lets you move faster while you're aimed down sights, and when you're pre-aiming and aiming at the head preemptively, lets you move a little bit faster, makes you a little bit harder to kill if people are shooting back at you, and just gives you more mobility, which is key. And lastly, I forgot to write this down, but also Dead Silence is a pretty good perk when you're trying to get good positioning on people and get in some flanks, because they won't be able to hear your footsteps. You can get behind them easily without them suspecting anything and then shoot them in the head. And then my last recommendation, which I've been recommending forever on this channel, is to get a pair of Control Freaks. And no, I'm not saying that since I got partnered with them earlier this year. Again, I've been saying this for almost 7 years now. Control Freaks are amazing. They help improve your aim. There's a whole science behind it. I'll link to a video I did kind of explaining that down below in the comments if you want to learn more. But pretty much, Control Freaks are little attachments for your thumbsticks on your controllers. They'll raise your thumbsticks up, and the whole science behind it is the higher your thumbsticks, the more control you have over your aim in game. Also, things like Xbox One Elite controllers already have those kind of built-in higher thumbsticks you can swap out. Once you get used to higher thumbsticks, using Control Freaks, they help your aim a ton, let you get headshots a lot easier because your accuracy is more on point. And if you're thinking about buying some, again, I did say I am affiliate now, so you can use my code SYNSKATER, SYNSKAR, for 10% off any purchase of Control Freaks on their site. Link down below in the description if you want to check that out. But that'll be it for getting headshots easier in Black Ops 4, and this goes for any Call of Duty, any game pretty much. Again, I highly recommend you try to work on the first 4 tips, get the mentality and the mechanics down first, and then also you can use all those equipments, you know, profit, all those things we talked about to even get easier headshots on top of all that. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them down below in the comments. I'll get back to you. But that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on it. Drop a like on the sick headshot gameplay you guys saw today. And subscribe if you aren't already for future gaming and Call of Duty content. Hit that bell notification so you get notified as soon as I upload and don't miss any of my awesome content. Links down below in the description for 10% off Control Freaks as well as into the AM apparel. And you'll also find other goodies down there like my Amazon associates, links to all the gear I use to record and produce videos and fun things like that. But again, that'll be for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Tim. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.